Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, The Importance of Temperance. I'm Katie and I hope that wherever you are in the world you're doing super good. I'm coming at you from my bedroom just because there was so many noises out and about today between the tradies next door painting and bantering with their music, to the kids, to construction sites and all that sort of stuff. I realized when I did the editing for my other video that the kids next door came across really loudly, and I noticed that you could hear them underneath me talking, and I guess that was pretty annoying for those who watch my videos, so I do apologize for that. I didn't realize that you could hear them so loudly. So I thought I'll come into my bedroom, it's a bit quieter, and for those of you who haven't seen my bedroom, this is where all the magic happens, guys. No, joking. I usually do the filming out. That's my private veranda out there. That's my tarot shelf. But because it's winter and the sun is at a lower angle, it gets really dark out there, so it's not great lighting for filming. In my other video, I was able to film outside because it was a beautiful sunny day and no one was home. So yeah, I'm jumping on this evening because I want to do this awesome tarot tag that I have come across in the past couple of days. And I know I'm always late to the party, guys, and I'm sorry. It's just that I'm not always on TarotTube. And when these tags come through on my feed, I can see them, I realize what's going on, and I'll do them. So this is one deck gone wild, and it is a really cool tag. I don't know how many years it's been going, but the video that I came across was from Tarot Geek, and hers is from 2023. And it's not kind of like a VR to anyone in particular, it was just like a community tag. So I watched that, that was fun, and then I went looking if anyone had done it this year, 2024, and the first video I came across was Crescent Dreams Tarot. Watched hers. Now there are 37 prompts. I know a lot of prompts, guys, but if you want to follow along and do this, you don't have to actually do them all. You can do how many you want, or the ones that resonate with you, or whatever makes sense to you. So apparently it is, you just got one of your decks, tarot deck or an oracle deck of your choice, and you just do a deep dive on that deck and you talk about the cards, and you answer the prompts. Also, just before I flip the camera and we start this tag, I just would like to ask you all very pretty please, even if you're just watching this video for 1 minute, or you're not interested, could I just ask you to just drop a like or a heart or something in the comment section, because that way then the algorithms will pick up that this channel has been interacted with and can put the content out there. If it doesn't get any interaction or likes or anything or any comments, it just doesn't get put out there. So that's the reason why, for those of you who don't have a YouTube channel, and for those of you who don't know why people keep on asking you to like, that's the reason why. It's just so it helps the algorithm notice the channel, put the content out there so other people can see it, and then if they want to subscribe to the channel, they can or cannot. I do have a second channel where I'm more active. That's where I share my fountain pen journey. So that's where my focus goes on YouTube. But this is kind of a channel for fun, where I can do these tags, where I can sort of, do these VRs, where I can put my 5 cents worth in. But in order for me to grow it, I just need people to give me a little bit of energy. And if you do want to do that for me, great. If you don't, it's all good. But if I don't say it, then people don't know it. So it is what it is. All right, let's get this show on the road. Right, so the deck that I am going to be doing a deep dive in is the Zillich Tarot. This is by Christina Zillich. It is a Thoth-based tarot. It is a tarot in the tin by US Game Systems. It is one of those decks that I came across on Amazon, and I thought it looked really, really pretty. I like the backs. The reason why I thought I'd do a deep dive ties into my first prompt. Why did you choose this deck? And I guess it's because this deck doesn't get enough love. I don't see this deck at all on people's channels. Like, I've never seen it on anybody's channel. I've never seen it spoken about. The artwork is absolutely stunning. The colors are beautiful, and This is the deck where I have taken the image of temperance for the image of my channel. So this is the reason why I've decided to choose this deck. This is Christina's own artwork. It is watercolor and just beautiful colors, beautiful soft pastels as well, and I really like her take on the cards. Because the questions are 1 to 37, I will read you out sort of the question that I've answered. So prompt 3, what card reminds you to relax when it comes up? So out of this deck, it's the 3 of Cups. I don't know if you can see this hand, and then there's this face here, and this hand is caressing the face, and just the beautiful flowers, and the keyword abundance, you know. And the 3 of Cups is about celebrating life, right? Celebrating with your friends, celebrating the goodness, you know, the great things in life. When I see this card, to me this card just says, yeah, Kate, it's all good. Relax, take it easy, no problems, just enjoy and celebrate life. So that's a really pretty card, that one there. The next prompt is number 5, fave representation of, and then it kind of has between brackets the card that you select, and then you choose your own adventure. So based on the card that you select out of this deck, then you go on an adventure. So my favorite representation is this devil card here. It is so fun. I really like it because it reminds me that life is also a party, right? We're meant to be here to live life, and we've got 5 senses, and we are here to learn things, to feel things, to enjoy things. Yes, I know the devil, like, it talks about our addictions and how easy it is to lose ourselves and be entrapped and fall to addictive, you know, personality traits and being coerced and being trapped, and most of the time it's of our own making. But at the same time, it's also a journey of fun. We are here to enjoy life. It's quite a funny card too. He reminds me of the Pride Parade. You know what I mean? Like all these colors, you know, he's playing the flute, the Pied Piper. There's all these beautiful rainbow colors. He's wearing a glove here. His expression is like not like looking evil or scary or anything like that. I just really enjoy this card, and it takes me on a journey. Yeah, it's fine to have a drink occasionally. It's fine to go and have a party. It's fine to go out and have, you know, good times with your mates. You don't necessarily have to always be hard at work and not enjoying anything and worry about, oh my God, if I do this, then something else is going to happen and I'm not going to get that done and I'm not going to get the other thing done. You know, it's all kind of a journey of finding a balance between pleasure and pain, so to speak. This devil takes me on a party journey. I reminisce of my young adulthood when I was living and partying in Italy, where I'd work in the restaurant, so I'd get to work about 5:30, work till about midnight, 1 o'clock, then, you know, meet up with our friends. We'd go, you know, partying, we'd go out clubbing, whatever. This is in the summertime. This is a classic summertime in Italy for 3 months, where you would just party the whole 3 months. Work and party, and go down the beach. And then what would happen, you'd be in the club till about 4, 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. We'd all go have breakfast, and then we'd all go together and sleep on the beach, wake up at the beach, spend the morning and the afternoon at the beach, and then everyone will go back, do it all over again, go to work. Yeah, so that kind of takes me back to those times. Yeah, good times. Alrighty, so the next prompt is 6. What card makes you feel nostalgic? And this is this card, the 5 of Cups. I don't know, like this card just sort of gives me that feeling of nostalgia of, you know, these are waves, you're walking down the beach, it's one of those grey days, kind of like the wind's blowing. You know, when you think about your thoughts, when you're just walking along and you're immersed in your own world, and just the wind and the greys and there's just something about this card that makes me nostalgic. Prompt number 7. What card shapes your perception? So this Chariot is one of my favorite charioteers of all time because it just gives me this sense of freedom. When I see this card, it just lets me think, let go, let your hair down, just go and do your thing. Head off into the sunset with your hair blowing in the wind, not a care in the world. Just go on your adventure. You know, if I'm a bit doom and gloom, this card always gives me that, okay, come on now. You can just get out of your funk, go and do your thing. You can be carefree, just disappear into the sunset. Which brings us nicely on to the next prompt. Where does this deck want to go? So to me, this deck wants to go off into the sunset. It just wants to go off into the sunset, shed all its cares, all its worries, all its frustrations, and just go. Go and feel the sun. You know, this kind of reminds me of the sun setting and a beautiful golden light and this wind blowing in your face. Not a care in the world. Just want to go on this adventure and leave everything behind, right? So I think this card represents that prompt really well as well. All right, so next prompt is number 17. Something that sets this deck apart. It's the artwork. I feel that this artwork is really beautiful. It is very colorful. I love the use of watercolors, and it is a thoth deck, and it does have those keywords, but they're not obnoxious. Do you know what I mean? It gives me a very feminine energy, to be honest. So to me, what sets this deck apart is its prettiness, its colors, its vibrancy, and the fact that, you know, this is her artwork and it is one of my favorite mediums, which is watercolor. There are some distressing cards in here too. When you see these cards, they're a bit meh. It's got darkness to it as well, but it's got this gloriousness. You know, the joy of life is represented in all its spectrums. Can't always be butterflies and rainbows. It also has that sorrow and that darker element, the shadow that we all have to go through. Isn't that a fantastic tower? Oh, so good. All right, next prompt, 24. What's the deck's favorite or signature flavor or scent? After some consideration, I would say frankincense. Now, I'm someone who has one of those vaporizers, you know, with, oh my God, what's the word? Not scents, they've got special names. I can't think of the special name now. I've just gone completely blank. But anyway, one of my scents or natural oils or essences is frankincense, and it's got this woody kind of aroma to it with an incensey kind of fresh, poignant sort of smell to it or aroma to it. And this deck kind of reminds me of that. It's not like a sweet deck. It doesn't have like a sweet aroma. It has more of a poignant, woody, incensey, ashy kind of aroma to me. Prompt 29. Most and least favorite card. Just put these up here for a second. I have 2 cards that I love, absolute faves, and I have 2 cards that I really don't like in this deck. So in thoth decks in general, one of my favorite cards of all time is always the Queen of Discs, and I particularly love it in this deck. I think she's wonderful. And then the Hermit. The Hermit card in this deck is just sensational. It is one of my favorite Hermit cards of all time. So I can't make up my mind between these 2, like which one is my most favorite, so I'm going to show you both. And the 2 cards that I just don't like in this deck at all is the 8 of Cups. As I said in my last video, one of my favorite cards in any deck is an 8 of Cups. And this 8 of Cups does not do it for me at all. I know the keyword is indolence, which means inactive. You know, you're not doing anything. You're lazy. You don't have the right attitude. Everything's sort of turning into a quagmire because there's no freshness, no import in there. Even though she might have represented that kind of word in the way of a swampy
watery, kind of with these fish that can't breathe and stuff. I just don't like the representation. And then my second card that I don't really like is the Four of Wands. I usually like a Four of Wands, but this one is just meh. I just don't like the colours. So those two are my least favourite cards in this deck. The next prompt is 31. What card in this deck represents you right now? Okay, so right now I'm feeling like this. The Seven of Discs. I feel dejected. I kind of feel oppressed. I kind of feel not like a failure, but I just feel this energy around me at the moment. I feel like I'm not getting anywhere. I don't feel like I've accomplished things. I feel stuck and I don't know what it is. I don't understand, because I put everything in place that I should do. I try always to have this positive attitude. I always try to do my meditation. I always try to flip my script. I give myself all the right inputs. For some reason, I'm just feeling dejection. I'm just feeling failure. I'm just feeling like I'm trapped. At the same time, I know that I should be this. I should be the Nine of Discs. I should be Gain. I should be this lovely woman who's free, who's doing her own thing, who's enjoying her free time, because I actually am. So this is the card of not being able to see your blessings. This is the card that actually allows you to see and embrace your blessings, because I am a woman of means. I am a woman who's independent. I am a woman that can go and have 3 or 4 days off work and enjoy a beautiful day and not feel the pressure, the financial pressure. But at the same time, then I am unhappy because I'm not getting enough hours, I'm not getting enough work. So there is this tug of war at the moment between feeling like a failure and knowing that I'm not a failure, knowing that I'm all good things. So at the moment, this is the energy I am in, and these are the cards that represent me at this point of time in this deck. I know, right? Like, we always want what we don't have, and then we have it, we want something else. Truly, we are never happy. And this is my biggest thing that I've been working on. I've been working on my sense of victimhood. But I haven't had an easy life, right? I've always struggled in a lot of ways. I've never been someone who's wealthy. I've never had a disposable income. I've always had to work hard, and the money that I've earned is just gone to paying to survive. So I go from paycheck to paycheck. But at the same time, I've led such an incredibly blessed life. I've lived on a small island in the Mediterranean Sea in Italy. I've done everything that I wanted to do. So it just depends how I measure my success. So if I want to say that I've lived an incredibly blessed life and I was living on an island in the middle of the Mediterranean Sea and having a good time, and I was living it up and being with beautiful people and eating great food because I lived in Italy most of my life, yeah. But if then I measure it as in, oh, I haven't got a career, oh, I haven't got married and I don't have a family and I haven't got children, or I don't own my own property, you know what I mean? Like, those measures of success then make me feel like I'm a failure because I haven't got all those things that in society's kind of standard expectation of how you have to be and what, you measure your success by. I'm a failure. Right? By this age, I should be stable. I should be having money in the bank. I should be having a partner who supports me. I should be having my own house. And I don't have any of these things. But on the other hand, it's because I don't want any of those things. I'm happy being single. I'm happy not owning anything. Because then if I want to up and leave, I up and leave. I have everything I possibly want. I'm not lacking anything. Yeah, I'm not rich, I don't have money in the bank, but I still get to do what I want to do, right? So it's just such an interesting concept. It's the battle between, the devil on your shoulder and the angel on your shoulder, the battle between your dark side and your light side, your shadow work. And it's a constant sort of like reminding yourself to find the middle ground, to be proud of who you are. You've got everything you need. You are protected. Someone's got your back, and that is the higher power. I believe in sacred source, and I know that sacred source has my back. So what am I worried about? But then again, I'm human, right? We're human, and the energy that I'm feeling at the moment is this dejection and this worry and this hopelessness because of the energy in the collective. So it's very interesting. Anyway, okay, I got a bit passionate about that one, didn't I, guys? Moving on. Oh, see, even my voice is gone. Moving on. Prompt number 32. What card in this deck do you feel gives a unique spin on your regular opinion or interpretation of the card? Now, in this deck, to be honest, I find this card here, the Six of Swords, Science. I don't kind of get it. Alright, so this Six of Swords kind of baffles me a bit, right? Because to me, the Six of Swords is moving away from a situation that's not ideal. We're moving away from, you know, something that's changed for us, from heartbreak, from a scenario where there's some sort of heaviness going on, and we're breaking away from that, and we're moving into calmer waters, into sort of calmer kind of perspective, and we're moving away, right, into something better for us. Whereas I don't really quite get this, so I'm going to read you a blurb from the little white book. So it says here, Six of Swords, Science, Mercury in Aquarius. This card shows the mirroring and exchanging of several scenarios involving unification of four elements. Okay, so I guess these represent the four elements. These two are mirroring each other, looking towards each other, and these are looking away from each other. Okay, what the spirit analyzes, the hands bring together. Okay, so we're bringing together here. The card represents the harmony between the spiritual inner realm and the natural outer world. So I guess the science here is talking about our own ability to bring together the inner experience with the outer experience. So, you know, like as above, so below, as within, so without. So our ability to understand and use what we have, us connecting to spirit and connecting with our inner knowing, our inner guidance, and figuring it out, and knowing that, you know, everything is built from the four elements that we find on Earth and in the universe, I guess. But yeah, it's one of those cards that I find kind of a little bit harder to adjust, to read, to understand it, because my kind of basic understanding is the RWS understanding of the Six of Swords. Alrighty, so last prompt is prompt 34. What card in this deck makes you feel calm, seen, or emotional? So for this one, I've gone with the card that makes me feel calm. And this is this card here, the Two of Swords. I just find this card very serene, very peaceful, and I guess the fact that the key word here is peace. I see this card and I go, you know, that exhale moment where we allow ourselves to be in this moment of contemplation. I mean, she's in a meditative seating position. She's looking at the flower, and she has this expression of beatitude, or, you know, of grace. So this card sort of gives me that feeling of calm. And, you know, I also like the colours in it, with the purple and the yellows, and this beautiful flower that she's looking into the depths of these petals, and she sort of just allows herself to just be in the moment, right? Okay, guys, well, there you have it. That was my one deck gone wild. These are the gorgeous little backs that give you kind of the take of the two in the normal Thoth deck. And I've edged it in purple, but I haven't edged it really that well. So I hope that you've enjoyed me going through these prompts. And thank you again for watching, for liking, for subscribing. And until my next one, ta-ra.